Hello everyone, and welcome to another installment of Am I the Asshole? If you're a fan of Reddit stories, it would really support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling my brother he has to buy my half of our inherited home? My brother, 51, is living in my dad's childhood home. Granted, all of us kids and friends have, but we all paid rent, bills, and property tax. My brother, on the other hand, has not paid a dime to my dad, ever. He has lived with my parents his entire life, other than 7 years he was married, and has always been a big spoiled brat. He works and gets paid very well, but my mom still managed his money. Anyway, my parents have recently passed and we both have inherited the house. I refuse to pay for his bills and property tax if he's living there. I have a mortgage and other things of my own. I told him he has to buy my half of the house, and he threw a fit and said that I'm selfish. Why should he give me money for something I got for free? Am I the asshole for putting my foot down? Not the asshole. Legally, he has to get out to sell or buy you out. And for him to call you selfish is laughable. He got it for free too. And unless he's cool with you renting out your half of the house to whoever you want, and I would pick someone horrible, then he doesn't get to have the whole house and you get nothing. I don't mean this in a mean way, but does he have mental issues or something? If so, I may change my thoughts. There are no mental issues at all, just a spoiled brat. He has a fabulous job and makes good money. It's just my mom always took care of him. He had no drive to live alone. Fun fact, half the property is yours to do with what you choose. If you wanted to, you can speak to an estate attorney to see what the cost of forcing a sale if he won't buy you out. As the other comment said, there is nothing stopping you from renting out your portion of the property, including the common areas of the home. There is someone who makes this almost a living, recently dealing with a squatter in a home. Pretty much just streams himself loudly and slobbishly living in the home, constantly live streaming from common areas and being an absolute menace. But all things being done are legal. Police just tell the complaining party it's a civil matter, the person is a legal resident, and things are all within a common area with no expectation of privacy. Not the asshole, but there is another way. Agree to put the house on the market and split the proceeds. If he will not agree, then you go to court and get a partition order. This will force the sale of the house. You will need a lawyer for this. As owner of half of the house, you can charge your brother rent, as he does have use of the full house. His failure to pay that rent would likely strengthen your request for the partition order, as it would show that he has no intention of reaching a mutually agreeable solution. Talk to a real estate agent and ask them what the house would rent for. Present your brother with a lease for half that amount. Odds are that sooner or later he will change the locks to deny you access to the house. You can notify the utilities of your parents' death and request that the utilities that can be shut off in wintertime are shut off by a date, maybe 2 weeks from now. This includes internet access if your parents had it. Notify your brother in writing of this. I would continue to pay the property tax by check so that you have a receipt. It is unwise not to pay the property tax because you risk having a tax lien put on the house. Half of the property tax is a cost that you can recover in the partition order. I would speak with the executor or administrator of your parents' estate about selling the house, getting the utilities out of your parents' or your name, or getting additional assets equal to your share of the house if possible. That way, your brother can own the home entirely. If the house is the main asset in the estate, then that's not an option. Not the asshole, but him buying you out is not the only option. You both have inherited the house. You should consult with an attorney and a tax professional to make sure you guys are making smart decisions. But there are essentially 3 options. 1, he can buy out your interest. 2, he can agree to pay you monthly for half of the fair market value of the rent and 1/2 of the property taxes. 3, you can force the sale of the home. You may need to file a lawsuit to do this, and you each walk away with a half of the equity. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.